Health Data Informatics, Jefferson County Health and Human Services Employee Onboarding. Welcome to Jefferson County, or JEFCO, Health and Human Services. This guide will help get you started setting up your initial study. To get started, this guide offers some ideas for developing and defining your initial research question. Do you need to first explore your research space in order to generate possible research questions? Or are you looking to solve a known problem? If you'd like to first explore your research space in order to generate possible research questions, starting with a macro idea at the top of this research funnel might be a good place to start. At this stage, you can explore the big picture of problems and then work your way down the funnel as you define your research question. If you're looking to solve a known problem, you could start further down into the research funnel to define research questions from a known problem. In this case, you can work with stakeholders within JEFCO HHS or stakeholders within our community. For the remainder of this guide, we are going to consider a hypothetical situation in which you would be partnering with the Director of JEFCO Health and Human Services to expand its school health resource program. 4 years ago, the Director of JEFCO's Health and Services Department spearheaded the development of a school-based health program bringing basic health care to the county high school with the lowest household income with an average of less than $20,000 per year per household. Recently, similar programs in California were shown to have netted a cost savings ratio from $1.38 to $2 in savings per $1 in costs, reducing EHR utilization, teen pregnancies, and early treatment of sexually transmitted disease, or STD. The director would like to determine if the existing JEFCO school healthcare program might be related to reductions in local Medicaid costs. If there is a relationship, she would also like to make the case to open more school-based healthcare programs through the application to this grant. Defining our hypothesis might look something like this. JEFCO's current school-based healthcare program has reduced Medicaid costs in the surrounding community. JEFCO plans to apply for federal funding to establish school-based healthcare programs at the remaining 7 high schools in the county. Our null hypothesis is the per capita of Medicaid ER, teen pregnancy, teen STDs will be the same across all 8 Jefferson County high schools. Here's a great thought starter decision tree that is used by many of our coworkers here at HHS. We will use this decision tree to help guide our statistic selections for our school-based healthcare program. Research question 1. How do community Medicaid costs for the high school aged inappropriate ER utilization pregnancy costs compare between high schools with a school-based program and those without a school-based program? Using multiple regression to determine if the school of the student is registered is a good predictor of high-cost inappropriate ER utilization, teen pregnancy, and teen STDs. Here is how the thought starter tool was leveraged to guide the selection for research question 1. Research question 2. Assuming that it is determined that the school registration is a good predictor of our 3 high-cost categories, you would then work with the director to create business case strategies for the grant application. Leveraging a Geography Information Services or GIS system, you could explore several discovery ideas. By leveraging each student's actual home address, not their school registration, you might be able to determine student characteristics that could be used to offer some students enrollment to the high school with the school-based healthcare program. Or you could analyze the overall transport time each student has to their high school and consider if there might be a geographic location for a standalone clinic centralized between all of the high schools. This is how the Thought Starter tool was leveraged to guide the selection of research question 2. Thank you and welcome to Jeffco Health and Human Services.